The Kardashian family has been a dynasty of public television and media at large for quite some time now. So it would make sense that they have collected quite a bit of dirty laundry and skeletons in the closet. Their reign over current culture is cutthroat, and Kris Jenner, their matriarch, seems to never want to let that grip loosen. In the process, we've started to notice some shady dealings, so here are some dark secrets that the Kardashian family is hiding and may not want you to know. Caitlyn Jenner's cross-dressing. Before Caitlyn became Caitlyn and went by her given name of Bruce, the early seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians had to very deeply hide Caitlyn's cross-dressing. In fact, Kendall and Kylie Jenner caught her in a dress one time and kept it a secret. Speaking with Diane Sawyer in 2015, Caitlyn describes how when she went by Bruce, quote, anytime someone walked into the room, the camera turned on, because Kendall thought Kylie was stealing clothes from her. They came home and turned the lights on and went, oh my god, when they saw their father there in women's clothing. And that was just one incident. Caitlyn also describes the moment when Kim Kardashian discovered Caitlyn wearing women's clothing as Bruce. As he recalled, Kim spotted him in a dress and then, quote, immediately kind of walked out, jumped in the car, and went for a ride. While it's definitely not a secret now that Caitlyn has fully transitioned into womanhood, it was probably one of the darker secrets that the family kept from one another. Kris herself felt extremely blindsided by the transition, feeling like she lost a husband while still trying to remain happy for Caitlyn on her own journey. Khloe is OJ's kid. Okay, this one is admittedly a conspiracy theory, but I feel like it is certainly not out of the realm of possibility. The theory itself has been circulating for years and gained a ton of online traction when side-by-side pictures highlighting the similarities between Khloe and OJ were shown online. Khloe has never really fully looked like her siblings and was regarded as the black sheep in a lot of ways. That was until she got the same surgeries that her sisters did, and now she looks pretty much the exact same as them. I personally believe that she just decided to change her face to be the same as her sisters, but before it all, she certainly did look a ton more like OJ than she did like her father, Robert Kardashian. In January 2018, one reporter addressed the issues and directly asked OJ Simpson. When Khloe announced her pregnancy, a TMZ photographer asked him if he would like to congratulate her. But OJ made it clear that if there were to be congratulations, it would be for her late father. Well, for Bob, God bless his soul. God bless his soul, yeah. I don't know for me. I don't think for me I have anything to do with it. I would be proud, but trust me, I had nothing to do with it. Robert Kardashian famously represented OJ Simpson during his trial after he was accused of ending the life of his own wife. Kris Jenner and the tape. The infamous tape that basically transformed Kim Kardashian from a wannabe socialite and Paris Hilton's personal assistant to a cultural monolith. It spawned the reality show that took over the world. The tape itself is a private video between Kim and her then boyfriend Ray J being intimate. Kris Jenner herself has become famous for being a ruthless and hardcore momager as she manages her daughter's careers. There are multiple sources, and it seems to be an open secret that Kris Jenner facilitated the distribution of her own daughter's video in an attempt to achieve fame. And it obviously worked. Multiple sources stated, quote, Kris was totally involved in arranging the sale of Kim's tape. The video already existed, and Kris was there every step of the way as a middleman brought in to market it to an adult entertainment company. The title of the adult flick is Kim Kardashian Superstar. That must have thrilled Kris, since you could hardly call Kim a household name at that point in time. Despite both Kim and Khloe outright denying this, the source passed a polygraph test, also called a lie detector test. They continued, quote, I saw Kris Jenner's signature on the contract. I believe she got somewhere between $250,000 and $500,000 for the original deal. Khloe ran a sweatshop. The Kardashians have created countless companies in their monolithic family. Kylie's lip kits, Kim's shapewear, and Khloe's Good American jeans all come to mind. Now, the last one in particular got into some kind of hot water, and Khloe may have broken quite a few labor laws. Khloe decided to take her fans on a tour through a collection of Snapchat stories of the Good American denim factory where her jeans were manufactured. The fans were pretty horrified at what they saw. Others accused her of running a sweatshop, as the footage showed workers creating jeans by hand in a warehouse with unfinished floors and exposed wiring. One person wrote, quote, by the looks of Khloe Kardashian's Snapchat, she's got a sweatshop working on her jeans. In one video, you can even hear her shouting at some workers, saying, quote, don't it up, all the pressure's on you. Although Khloe defended herself and said she fought to have her jeans made in the US, she did confess that she had a bad relationship with her employees. Quote, "So I was just in one of my factories, and I think someone hated me that worked there. One employee is a dick because I said I should fire him, and I'm not going to fire him. Not everyone has to like me." Although nothing else has come of the sweatshop rumors, I just hope they fix those floors. They reshoot their show. Although this is considered standard practice in many reality television networks and is largely an open secret that reality TV isn't, well, reality, it is odd that Keeping Up with the Kardashians gets reshot all the time. A lot of scenes and reactions are regularly reshot if the family doesn't like how it came out. Court documents have stated that the family rehearses and reenacts scenes if they don't like how they were initially filmed. Kris Humphries, Kim's first husband, who she was famously only married to for 72 hours before they called it quits, has exposed the family a little bit for how it all went down. He had to ask Kim to marry him twice on camera because she didn't like her reaction the first time, and so asked to reshoot the proposal scene. So the one you see on television isn't genuine at all. They also regularly cut scenes that they found unflattering and didn't want to be portrayed to the public. Apparently, it's how they hid Kanye's mental health troubles for so long. If he said something particularly unsavory on television, the family would instruct the crew to cut the scene. It wasn't until Kanye started to have his breakdowns on Twitter and Instagram that the public was exposed to just how bad his bipolar disorder was getting, though to the crew, they'd seen it happening for years. Another secret related to Kris Humphries was how Kim knew the marriage wouldn't last even before she was proposed to. In fact, she thought about it while on her honeymoon. Years after the fact, she revealed to Andy Cohen, quote, "I just thought, holy I'm 30 years old. I better get this together. I better get married." I think a lot of girls do go through that, where they freak out, thinking they're getting old and have to figure it out. All their friends are having kids. It was more of that situation. Kim's divorce filing not only shocked the world, but it shocked the hell out of Kris, who claims he was blindsided. Kris told TMZ, quote, "I'm committed to this marriage and everything this covenant represents. I love my wife and am devastated to learn she filed for divorce. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it work." Although I guess it must not have worked in the end. Leaks to the press. Whenever there's leaks to the press about upcoming Keeping Up with the Kardashians episodes or details about their personal lives that they don't want made public, the Kardashians are militant about finding rats. The producer of the show stated on the matter, quote, "Our crew was so trustworthy. There was one person who took a picture in one of the girls' bathrooms, and once we saw it, we fired her on the spot. Every time they accused someone on our team of leaking information, I was very firm and said, absolutely not. This team would never do that because it's our reputation and that's not how we conduct business. Eventually, they would find out that it had nothing to do with our team, but when things would leak, of course, it's natural for them to think that the people who are watching them very closely could be the ones that are talking. But it wasn't." When he was asked who the rat was, the producer was very tight-lipped. Quote, "I can't say who it was, but you know, often it's people in their inner circle. I personally think that Jordyn Woods would be the type to leak information back when she and Kylie Jenner were best friends before the whole Jordyn-Khloe scandal." Thank you for watching. I've been your host, Sierra. See you guys next time.